Today we have an amazing new multi-tool from Swisstech, and they are killing it, and they may have just killed Leatherman, at least their keychain sector. Now this is the Swisstech Uberall, and we have seen this before, but this is in a different version. So we have seen the plier-based version. This right here is a very cool tool, comes in around $30. I've reviewed it, and there have been a lot of positive responses online. A lot of people love this, and yeah, it's pretty great. So what I want to focus on today is the Uberall CT. So this is the 10-in-1 mini multi-tool. This is the shear version. So let's open that up. And there we go. We have the pliers, and then here is the shears. Now let's see what we get with this tool. So obviously we get the shears. This does come in several different colorways. There is almost like a red purplish color that it comes with, or maybe more like a rose color. And then I believe it does come in black. It comes in this almost like a white cream color as well, which looks pretty good with these red accents. So there's different colorways, and then also the plier-based version, they've expanded it to have green as well as a couple other colors. So pretty excited to see what Swisstech is doing. Now, when we look at this Swisstech, one of the cool things about this is that it does include this clip. And then when we look at the outside, some of the tools have changed. We do still have the regular knife blade. Then there is a serrated knife blade and a package opener that reminds me of the Leatherman Revisit or the Gerber Dime and some other ones that include that as well. We have inches, we've got the file, the clip, and then embedded in the handle is a nice little set of tweezers. They are very, very small, but it's cool to see them in there nevertheless. Now, none of these tools are locking, and even the texture of this tool is pretty neat. So hopefully you can see the texture right there. That's a better shot of it. I like the logo of the tree. Yeah, it just seems like they are taking pains to make it look a little bit more upgraded. Now, I'm not sure why we need so many knife blades. We've already got the scissors, and then we have the regular knife blade, the serrated blade, the package opener. It seems like a lot from some of these overseas companies. We are getting tons of knife blades and multi-tools. Not really sure why, but they must have done a study or someone thought that would be very useful. So let's check out the scissors. Let's see how well they do. But first of all, let's use the package opener that's included. And no, it's on the other side. I just got this another package of paracord right here. Now, open this up. Will this be better than the Leatherman Micra? That is the big question. Now, it does come in at $30. It's a very lightweight tool, so it's definitely cheaper than the Micra. Will it cut? It does. All right. Nice. Okay, well, yeah. Not as good as some of the other tools. All right. All right, so sort of mixed results. I feel like it dulls pretty easy. There we go. So it definitely cuts paracord better than the Micra. Let me just show you how the Micra cuts. Let's do it on the end. The Micra doesn't cut at all. And then here, it does cut a little bit better. It's cutting a bit better here, but it still hangs up right there. I want to test some other things. And if you guys are wondering, I am planning to buy a brand new Leatherman Micra. There are so many multi-tools coming out now that are trying to compete against the Leatherman Micra. Now, a lot of people say the older ones are actually better. The Leatherman Micra can cut through this, but it's more chawling through there. Let's try the Uberall, and the Uberall definitely does better. Let's try the seat belt. Can the Leatherman Micra? It can. Let's see. It's getting there. All right. What about the Uberall? Yep, chops right through. Now, what about this cord right here? Can Well, the Micra can do it. I think I picked a Micra that actually works a lot better than some of the other ones I've had. Let's do it even with the duct tape. So it slices through the duct tape and the cord. Yeah, it's a pretty tough little tool right there. The Swisstech Uberall, I think, still did win overall over the Leatherman Micra for heavier duty task. I still think the Leatherman Micra might do a little bit better on precise task with its scissors, but the Uberall definitely has a lot thicker looking scissors compared to the Leatherman Micra right there. You can see that the Uberall just seems almost twice as thick to the Leatherman Micra. Now, with this right here, one of the things also, some of the other things to consider rather is it does come with an Oz 8 knife. And then there is this leather sheath that we'll get into. It is 2.4 ounces, 2.8 inches long, and then 0.4 inches in its profile. All right, I did want to just do a quick little measurement between this and the Micra before we jump to the sheath. This is the Micra, this is the Uberall. Let's go ahead, bring the scales in, see the weight. I forget how much the Leatherman Micra even weighs. Leatherman Micra, 1.8 ounces. The Uberall, 2.4 ounces. And the Micra is $20 more than the Swisstech. I would definitely pick the Swisstech if it was just me. There will be some tools that you're missing. The Micra does have the older style, this Phillips, and also a flat screwdriver. So you are missing the flat screwdriver. And then on the other side, there is like this nail or the nail tool rather, and then another flat screwdriver. And then they both have the knife and they both have bottle openers. Yeah, so it's basically the flat screwdrivers you are missing from the Leatherman Micra. If you're not really into flat screwdrivers, then both of them are spring-loaded, and the Swisstech, I think, perhaps has the better blade. Yeah, it's a very cool, very unique design. Now, I really like that it also comes with a sheath. People have been piling on Leatherman about not including a sheath. They call this leather. It almost feels like fake leather to me a little bit, feels a little stiff. I'm not sure how long this will last, but I do like the looks of the pouch. And then I like this pocket clip on the back as well. I actually carry this on my belt. I just got this last night, actually, and I immediately started carrying this. It is so feather light, fantastic little tool. Really nice compliment to Swisstech's line. Now, I also want to mention that the Swisstech Praktisch, this tool right here, is also available in green and tan. This is their Leatherman clone, wave rather, style clone. It does have a little different tool set in that you do not have the bit driver. You have the file, you've got the knife, which I think is also supposed to be Oz 8, and then you have the serrated blade and the saw. Scissors on the inside, the rope cutter, wire stripper, can opener, flat screwdriver, another flat screwdriver, and 2 Phillips screwdrivers. So it has a fair amount of tools, but it is $60 online, which I find a little pricey, or not a little, a lot, but that is available as well. Now, remember when we were saying that the Swisstech Uberall does not have a flat screwdriver? Well, there is a very easy way to fix that. And for the same price as the Leatherman Micra, you can do this. Leatherman is selling this bead right here for $20. And a lot of people have made fun of that and said, wow, you get your Leatherman bead. But the cool thing about this is it is a bit driver. I can take a flat bit from Leatherman, put it in right here, and then if you notice, this has like gnarled edges right here so you can grip it a lot easier. And now I have a very slim, very slim profile rather, bit driver. And then you can just turn it around the other way. There I have all the flat bits that I need and a very nice little package. I think this is a fantastic option, especially for like a keychain tool if you want a bit driver, and it seems like a lot of companies find it really hard to add bit drivers. This is a pretty ingenious way for these small tools to add one on. So I definitely recommend you looking into both of these tools. They work great together. I'm so happy. I actually bought this for a whole review on Leatherman things, and then this came in the mail and I thought, man, this is the perfect combination. I mean, check this out. You get all this right here, and then the Leatherman Micra, I still think it has a lot of value, but for $50, I think it's a bit overpriced, and it is an older design. Next tool is entering this war, and next week I will have a video about the brand new next tool, and eventually when my brand new Leatherman Micra comes in, we will do a showdown test, and we will take all the best tools. I'll take the best keychain tools, this one, and then also next tool and probably Roxxon, and do a showdown against the Leatherman Micra, and we'll see who wins. So make sure to keep tuned. The next coming weeks, pretty exciting stuff, and I'm excited for next year and a whole bunch of new multi-tools.